Hey, I'm back. This is Chandler from Melda Production, and today I want to show you how you can program jazz, and specifically how you can get some swing sounds in MDrummer. And so if you didn't know, there are actually jazz sounds in here, and I'll show you those, but I'll show you a different way you might want to use if you want to make it yourself. Here I have this Ludwig Vista Light. It sounds like this. And I'll show you here if you're wondering, like, where's the jazz? I don't see it here. It's actually an acoustic world. And here they have a few different styles, like this one is brush swing, even though I'm not using brushes. And then here we have jazz 1. These other ones are in 3/4, which is okay, but not really what I want. So we have that. I actually kind of want to change the drum set, but whatever. Let's just go with this. I'll show you what this actually looks like, and let's talk about like why you may not want to use this. If you look at it here, everything looks okay. But one thing I want you to notice here is you look at the tempo, it's 120, but actually this is almost like double time. So usually this pedal hi-hat's on 2 and 4, but you see here it's on the and of 2. So it's kind of like double speed. You can change that yourself by just changing the speed from 100% to 50%, and that will solve all your problems. But if you don't want to do that and you want a little bit more manual control, I'll show you how you can make this yourself. Another thing is, zoom in here. You see here, so this is like 1 E and there, and you're like, what is this doing here? So this is like the swung note, and it's not on the grid. That's fine, but one of the problems is if, let's say you think, I want to change the amount of swing, you can't do it. It's already in there for you. If you actually want to change the amount of swing and use this with something else, I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's start from scratch. We're going to go and we're going to clear everything out in here. I'll just leave everything here. I might change these here like 100%, maybe like 80 something here. Random loops are fine for now. Sequencer mode's fine, I think. We'll just go on one of the beats. Let's start here at the lowest beat, C. We're going to change the drums. For this, we're going to need first a ride cymbal. Then we're going to need next a pedal hi-hat. And for now, that's actually okay. So let's program here. I have this set in 16th notes. Ride cymbal, let's do this on 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And as I said before, put the pedal hi-hat on 2 and 4. So let's play it and let's hear how this sounds. Now this is sounding kind of like jazz, but there's actually something that usually goes on. It's like ding, 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 ding on the ride cymbal. And so this is actually swing 8th notes, but you're wondering, like, how do I do that in here? We can do that using the shuffle. You're thinking like, okay, I should put it here like if I change this here, like 8th notes, but actually don't do that. If you're looking for swing 8th notes, change it to 16th notes and put it here on the of this. So like I said, 1 E and 2 E and that put it there. So let's say here, and let's turn down the velocity a bit because I don't want it same place. Actually, I don't want this on 1. I want it on 2, move it down, and 4. So let's hear this. But you're like, that's not swung. What we need to do now is just change the amount of shuffle. We'll move this down. I like it around like 50%. You can move it around there, but now it's adjustable, so you can make it however you like. So hopefully you could hear that as I was moving the shuffle around, how it's actually changing the timings, and it gives it more of that swing feel. I find around 50%, but of course you think, I just want, like 20% or 30%, or I think, I want more at 80%, whatever sounds good to you. And that's one of the reasons I want to make this in a custom way. From here, let's say clear all undeleted tracks, just so it's a little bit more I don't know, easy to see. What I'm going to do here is just copy this, and then let's paste it here at F. Paste. And then I'm going to delete unused tracks, and I'm going to add another track here because I want to do the exact same thing, but I'm just going to add a ride bell here. And these notes here, I'm going to take one of them and just move it down here. So it'll be the same thing, just this will be played on the ride bell, just to give it a little bit of variation. Okay, we have that, and let's just do this one more time. Use this copy here, and let's just put it on A, paste, exactly the same. Let's delete all these unused tracks, and then we'll do the same thing here and just move this down. So this is just giving us some variation, and I'll show you why you might want to do this in the future. And we have, it just sounds like this. So we have that, and you're wondering, like, where's all the bass drum and everything? We're going to do that later. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bass rhythm, and this is going to allow us to create our own rhythms, and you can reuse this easily with different songs, and you can, create your own variations. So to create this bass rhythm, what I'd probably do is take this, copy it, and paste it in the D and the E, take this one from F and paste it in the G, take this one on A and paste it to the B, just so each one of these notes is filled. You can even do the C sharp and D sharp if you want, but I don't think I need that many boxes. Now, once you've done that, go here where it says global and click save. And I made my own, it's called Chan, and my previous video I did Fred Fusion, but now I made another one for jazz, and I just call it basic jazz, and I saved it. So once you're done with this, just save it there. You're wondering, okay, where's the actual real drum sounds or the drum beat? Let's go into the rhythm generator and we can create something kind of unique here. So we have different things here. I don't really need the hand clap. I might use the bass drum. I probably use the snare drum 1. Snare drum 2, I don't need. I'm going to change this to snare swirl like this. I think this one sounds good. And so I think we have everything we need. Maybe I'll add maybe change this to like a tom, like tom 2. Change this one to tom 3, but you can add anything you want. And I just like to sort these here. So like sort tracks, just so they're kind of in order. Makes more sense to me. Here we see at the top, I want to choose my rhythm. So here I have jazz, basic jazz. So I can do this, and let's just add some kind of fun stuff here. So let's try snare drum swirl here. And let's see, snare drum, let's try here. Add a bass drum here, add another bass drum here. Let's add a tom here, another tom here. What else can we add? Yeah, it seems good for now. Maybe I can add something here. And let's play. This is probably going to be way too busy, but it's okay. So here, it's not swung. So what we're going to have to do is just move this down like this. I'll turn the tempo up a little bit too. Probably like, this is way too busy. I don't like this. That's okay. What we can do is just highlight these. And what we're going to do is, one, turn the deflection up so they're not the same velocity each time. So I go to the deflection here, just turn it up like this. And then next, one of the most important things is I'm going to turn the probability down. So let's just turn these down, let's say 50 or so. That seems good. And have it like this. And we can even do less. So let's say this one I want a little bit lower. I can go to probability here and just mark them like this and do whatever you want there. Let's move this one down. Maybe I'll add this up a little bit. And so now they're not going to be playing every single time. It'll be based upon this probability amount. So 50% will be like about half the time, etc. So let's hear it now. Turn it up a little bit more. So I like that, but I'm getting too much of this tom 3. I'm going to move both of these down so they're not happening quite as often. But like I said, you can set this however you want. I think I like this. This is sounding fairly, I don't know, could I say natural, I guess? So it's not like it's hitting the same thing every single time. I like this basic jazz. I can turn it up and I can show you the different levels. But basically from here, normally I'd go into the settings and change the breaks. Like, don't think I have good breaks for this, but I'm making my own custom breaks and I'll show you how I did it in the future. But for now, let's not worry about that. And let's just click generate all. So assuming I liked everything, I can just go into the rhythm editor here. And you see now I have all my beats filled up with these different maybe patterns. So I'll play some of them for you here. Okay, so let's say I like that. That's sounding pretty good. What I might want to do is take another one of these here. And this one's just to create a variation. You see this has the ride bell here. I'm going to copy this, and we'll go here, and we'll just kick the plus here, and we'll just paste this in. So it's everything we had before. I might want to sort it because it's all out of order. There we go. And then from here, this will just be a variation. So it'll switch between 1 and 2 randomly. And we can even add other things here. So like I might want to take one of these and put this, let's say, here. And let's take this. I can put it here. Move the snare or the tom up there like that. And I can even change other stuff. If you're wondering, like, why am I using the here? It's because of this shuffle setting. If I put it here on the 8th note, it's not going to sound right. So I need to think of this as a grid where it's only on the 1 and the is where I need to place the beats. And so now I have this one, and I can do the same thing with the other one where it has 2 ride bell symbols. I'll copy it, go in here, paste it so I have a third one, paste. I have the exact same thing, sort them, and then I can move these around. So like, oh, okay, I want this here, move this up here, change this to my tom, change this around, move this here, move this down, move this up. And so now when I play these, because I have random loops, it will change between all 3 of these, and it'll give us a lot of variation. So it should sound fairly natural, like somebody's actually playing and you're not getting the same loop repeating over and over again. So hopefully you heard there that I'm getting lots of variations there. I used 3 boxes here, 1, 2, and 3, but you don't have to do that. Sometimes even just 1 is enough. But if you feel like, maybe in my song, I'm going to be using the lowest velocity, so C, and I might be using F, and then I'll use maybe B. It's just those 3. I might spend the time making, 3 different versions and moving these around just so I can get enough variations. Because, if you're playing a long jazz song, who knows how long the solo is going to be, and you're just going to be playing this one drum beat over and over again. And if it's, electronic music, it's fine, but for jazz, you need those variations. And if you want even more, you can turn up the humanization, so it'll sound a little bit more sloppy, but, that's up to you. And of course, you can change the shuffle here. And of course, like I said, because now you've saved this as a basic, or say, a bass rhythm, you can add whatever you want in here, whatever sounds good to you, and make other types of variations. So hopefully I went over this and showed you what you could do, basically. In the future, I'll show you how to make breaks for this, for jazz, and hopefully I'll see if I can write a nice jazz song and release something using this to show you how it's done. If you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe. Also, if you have any questions, leave those down below. Give me a thumbs up, and be sure to check out all the other plugins at melderproduction.com. Till next time, see you.